What's up, everybody? I just want to give a huge shout out to a bunch of people that have donated to either the body cams or the records requests that I've been putting in, the donations they helped with, the giving thanks for open carry. That's coming up this month on the 22nd. Those links will be in the description. But I want to give all these people a huge thank you, and a lot of this wouldn't have been possible without your help. So I thank all of you for helping donate into this. This is in no particular order. I'm just reading it straight as I got it. First is going to be Thomas Jenkins, and then it's going to be, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right, I had to look it up, and it's Freuda Stranger. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. We got Terry Dole. We've got the NAN department store. Shout out to Stephanie London. Yeah, the NAN department store. They helped donate. We've got Summer. We've got Summer Lindsley, that she goes by Dog Mom on YouTube. We got Charles Moore. We've got Cray Bray. We've got Mark Powers. We've got Robert Heathcote. We've got Richard Maloney. We've got Ed Morris. We got Freuda Stranger. He donated again. We've got DH. He may or may not know who he is, but he said he wanted to remain anonymous, so I just use his initials, DH. James Stewart, Norman Lloyd. We've got James Bartley. We've got CB in the house. He's always donating. Willie Morant. We've got, this is Chip from PSL. Thank you very much, Chip. We've got Trey Tao. We've got Job Williams, Shane Busta, Robert Lau, Kurt Franz, Manuel Marquez, Frank Martinez. We got Scott Boucher. We got Kaylee Robinson. We've got Acura Amanda, John Trainer, Stephanie London, Michael B. Journey, Jason Gore, Nathan Plants, William Zambrowski, Riley Pontillo. I'm going to put that up on the screen just so you know I'm much love. We got Ken Boyda again. We got Mitch Bander. We've got Martin Malarn. I'll put that up on the screen. Paul Kerfman, Bill Irwin, Charles Rose, Jordan Lewis, Patricia Kelly, Kyle Harding, Randall. I'll put his name up on the screen. And we also have Linda Taylor. All these people have they all donated into the PayPal. And once again, without a lot of these donations and without you being so supportive, a lot of this information would not, it would just take a lot longer for me to obtain all this information. All these people that have donated, you will be getting an email probably on Monday or Tuesday. I do have some of these records. They should be showing up on the next couple of days, and you will be the first ones that, like I said, I always release these to you first, because without your help, I wouldn't have them. So I appreciate all of you. If anybody wants to donate into the PayPal, those links will be in the description below. And I really do appreciate everybody that has and that will, and without your support, this channel wouldn't be half of what it is today. So I thank all of you. Let's get into this video, and this video should be a very, very helpful video for all of you. So let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Soliaker here, and we're going to be talking about the open carry laws here in Florida, specifically 790.25 section 3 subsection H. There are a few other exceptions, and we'll go into those, but primarily we're going to stick to the hunting, fishing, and camping. Also, I am not a lawyer. Find yourself a lawyer. I'm only giving you what I understand about the law and what I have dealt with. So I am not a lawyer, and I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm just trying to help you understand some of the laws. Under 790 of the Florida statutes, that is going to pertain to all gun on possessions of firearms and how to carry and when you can carry or where you cannot carry. Under 790.25 section 3 subsection H, it is lawful for somebody to openly or conceal carry a firearm in any type of firearm. And understand there are regulations. You can't conceal a rifle, but you can conceal a pistol. Alright, 790.25 explains that lawful ownership, possession, and use of firearms and other weapons. And then we're going to go to section 3, lawful uses. The provisions of state statute 790.053, which is our open carry statute, which is not allowed. Under 790.053, Florida is not a traditional open carry state. 790.06 is our concealed weapons license. It is issued by the Agriculture Department, so on and so forth. If you don't know, you have to go through the state and go through this whole process, but it comes from them. But anyway, they're the ones that issue the concealed weapons license. So under this statute, what it is saying is that 790.053 and 790.06 do not apply in the following instances. And then it's going to give you A all the way through O. So A through O, there's a bunch of them. There's open carry or concealed carry on your property, your place of business, going to a gun range, fishing, hunting, camping, and those are primarily about, there's like 6 or 7 exceptions. If you work at a gun range or you work at a gunsmith or things like that, there's an allowance for that as well. But we're going to stick primarily to fishing, hunting, camping. Understanding 790.25 section 3 subsection H, we are allowed to openly carry or concealed carry under Florida law. The penalties for open carrying are misdemeanors. Concealed carry is a felony if they don't understand the law, and that's why I always say if you do not have a concealed weapons license, I would recommend that you openly carry, so that it is a misdemeanor compared to a felony, because if the officers do not know the law, that is what you're going to be dealing with. That is why I always try to say, that's why I would say openly carrying is better than concealed carry, because you may or may not have to deal with law enforcement. Next is going to be talking about what happens if you are out openly carrying and you are confronted by law enforcement. My best suggestion is to follow their commands, because sometimes they're coming there in a peaceful manner and sometimes they're coming there in an aggression manner, and there is no textbook way this is ever done for me. I don't know what's going to happen when they show up. I do try to listen to their commands, but I also try to stand up for my rights. We're going to talk about a couple statutes. First we're going to talk about is 901-151, which is the stop and ID here in Florida, which you have to be suspected of a crime, about to commit a crime, or you are committing a crime. And fishing is not a crime unless you are fishing somewhere where fishing is not allowed. Then that may be considered a crime, but for me that's not really a crime, you're fishing. But under Florida law, I guess if there's a sign that tells you you cannot fish there, I would recommend you do not fish there. Look into statutes, go to Municode. I'll put that link in the description. Look into Municode, look up your county, your city, or whatever, and look up fishing ordinances and things of that nature. That'll help you stay out of trouble. But that being said, if you are confronted while you are fishing in a place that is lawful to fish, one of the statutes I'm going to say is 901-151. That is the stop and ID. As long as you're not committing a crime, they can't ask you for ID. Your fishing license, you must produce a fishing license and it must be valid. I used to carry it on my phone, but I've recently stopped doing that, mainly because when you hand your phone over, they can basically go through your phone. So carry a paper copy. If you have to carry it on your phone, carry it on your phone. That way you at least have something to show them. But do not give up your cell phone. Only show them what you need to show them, which is a valid fishing license. Your license will have all your information about, if it's a saltwater fishing license, a hunting license, a freshwater license, or any of the license needed for harvesting anything here in Florida. That statute is going to be 379.351, which is recreational licenses, permits, and authorization numbers, fees established. And then we're going to go down to section 3, which is personal possession required. And this is very, very important on how the law is written. Very important how this is written. Each recreational license, meaning you must have either your fishing license, your hunting license, fresh or saltwater fishing license, hunting license, or any other licenses needed for hunting, whether it's a special permit or whatever. You must have those requirements. Now, state issue identification card or driver's license indicating possession of a recreational license. That part of the license is only specifically for if you have a 5-year fishing license or a lifetime fishing license. They mark that on your driver's license. So if you have any one of those, I would highly recommend getting a card directly from FWC that states that you have a lifetime membership or whatever. That way you do not have to give up your ID. But if you don't have those cards, you must produce your license to show that you do have those 5 years or the lifetime or whatnot. And any person attempting to take or possessing possessing game, freshwater or saltwater fish, or fur-bearing animals who fails to produce a recreational license, state issue identification card, or driver's license indicating possession of a recreational license, permit, or authorization number at the request of a commission law enforcement officer commits a violation of this law. So understand what this says. The number one thing here is it's going to be the verbiage of you must have the recreational the licenses, fresh saltwater hunting, or you must have the ID that shows that you have the 5-year lifetime or any of those special recreational licenses, or you must have the authorization number on your person. So these are the things that you must have on your person. You have to have one or the others. You don't have to give up your ID. The next part is at the request of a commission law enforcement officer. All law enforcement, local law enforcement can do is just check to see if you have a license, a valid fishing license. They cannot run your fishing license. The only person that can do that is FWC. Those are the challenges that I have dealt with, and I have had to go through numerous venues and numerous people to try to find out exactly what these laws state. And from what I understand, if you are open carrying while you're fishing, you only have to show your fishing license to make sure they know it's valid. That's all you have to do. Other than that, that is, you don't have to give up anything else. You know, and that's the hard part about all of this, is that when law enforcement shows up, they don't care that I'm fishing. It's not about me fishing. This is about me carrying the gun and them wanting to know all my information. In time, I will have my David results of every time I've ever had my name run through the David results and all this other stuff. This is why it's so important not to have to give up your information. I don't agree with how and whys, but this is the Florida law and the way it's written. And another thing, stay away from schools. Schools are another place. I know I didn't mention that, but schools are one of those places. Just try to stay as far away as you can. You can be within 1,000 feet, but I highly recommend that you try to stay away as far away from them as you possibly can. If you do have any other questions, please reach out to me, Soliecker, the number 2. Links will be in the description below, and I will try to help you, guide you through any information that you are concerned about or what I didn't inform you on. But these are the things that I do know, is make sure that you're following all gun laws to a T, follow all pedestrian laws to a T, because all they do is want to find one little thing to basically get your ID. So if you're doing everything proper and you're doing everything correct, they have nothing to ID you over, and all you have to do is produce a fishing license, and that's it. So I hope this has been informative, but I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And Soliecker, deuces.